A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. We have a top 25 class between two of the best teams in the sport and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. It's the Missouri Tigers and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down the sidelines. Holly?
Guys, Coach Kirby Smart told me he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. Ahmad Hardy, big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Simmons trying not to drown in the noise. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So Georgia's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here are the guys who make it go. Just an outstanding offensive line.
And it's amazing every year, man. We do these games, and we've done them for so long, and year after year, you can just hang your hat. Like, this group up front on the offensive line is going to be physical. It's going to be tough. It's going to start there. And, Palmer, it's no different in this context.
They've done such a good job, I think, too, developing guys up front, because they're not always getting 5-star talent, but this coaching staff, year in, year out, they're able to get the most out of these guys, get them in the weight room, get their weight up, work on the technique, the fundamentals, and they all work so well together. They're so well coached up front, and no different this year with this unit.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside. It's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it back to him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season. I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in.
Out wide left, it's Hardy. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to Hardy on first down. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throwing Simmons. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Under pressure. Right side, it's Flowers. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
It's so hard as a quarterback on third downs when you're getting blitzed and you know you're going to take a shot right in the face as you let this football go, but you still got to stay in there and you've got to deliver it accurately. That's a tough play by the quarterback, but it pays off. They get the first down. Offense stays on the field.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Here's Simmons to throw. Finds his target. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This defense has owned the first half. They've given up some yards on this drive. Big third down coming. You've built a little bit of a lead. Try to force the field goal. Don't give up the big play here, and you've had a great first half.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again. So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
Knocked down immediately. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
To the air, it's Stockton. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. Fourth down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Simmons. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Makes the grab on 3rd. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Props and kudos to that defender. That is a dangerous wide receiver, catching that pass on 3rd down off the RPO fake. Nice job by the defender, getting him down, tackling the catch, setting up 4th.
Punt is on its way. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Bowens. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. The 40, inside the 30, past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Dogs! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception, and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Might as well run him again. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. He's got 50 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the third play of this drive, third down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Rid of it on the RPO. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Hardy. Fights off a defender. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Throwing Simmons. Rushes on. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Missouri wants to go fast.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Bowen. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Left side is Wiley. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Finds his man. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Turns it upfield. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quick give. It's Hardy. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You've got to be in the right place at the right time.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. To the air, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Wiley. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Wants to throw one first. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. First play of the drive comes from the 22.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Here's Simmons to throw. Rush right in his face. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Caught. He will not get to the first down marker, and now that leaves them with fourth down and a big decision. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Boston College Eagles. And it's the Fighting Irish looking to make it 9 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
All right, Kevin about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Coming out of the locker room, Coach Kirby Smart told me they are really thrilled with how their defense... so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Simmons. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the foot.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Nowhere to go.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Hauls it in. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants to throw it. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go play action with Simmons. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Tight end now in motion. Simmons from the gun on third down. Makes it. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Running inside, it's Bowens. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. So here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. Got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Didn't find much running room on 1st down. 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Throwing Simmons. He's got it. There he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It's Roberts. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here's Simmons to throw. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Hey, this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Always impressive to grind through in the late season and get a solid victory, and now it just keeps rolling as we turn our attention to what's in store for next week. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Under pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Straight ahead, it's Bowens. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Right back to it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got his man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Hits inside. It's Bowens. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to the well. They were all over it.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Makes the grab. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Across the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Bulldogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Phillips. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs! That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Back to pass, it's Burns. Rush is on. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot, they try it short, they've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his man. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They'll be getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls down.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Burns. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked team